Hello and welcome everyone to our Agile Boston podcast. I'm Joe DeAngelis, and today I have the great pleasure to introduce Brendan Mcsheffrey and Kevin Gulley of the Kendall Project. And finally, someone's going to show us how to use AI more effectively to solve our biggest Agile problems.
Joe, we're thrilled to do this. AI is easy, and we're doing this for free. We're excited to do it.
Yeah,
So no
right.
cash, no Bitcoin,
Or Bitcoin. Yeah, whatever
or
you want
both.
to do. However you want to put it in the bank account, that's fine.
Cash is king, I guess. So, Kevin, Brendan, welcome. I'm really excited about the talk that you're going to be giving on April 23rd at noon. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you guys met and what you're doing these days with AI.
Sure thing. Well, hey, this is what you're going to get from Brendan and I. We talk over each other all the time.
We've worked together over five startups and tech companies, had a couple of good exits, a couple of challenging companies as well, and we've known each other since we were 13. And you always choose to work with people you like and trust. But the Kendall Project came out of something that was experience that we had both as tech entrepreneurs and as C-suite leaders in different companies. We looked at AI over the last few years and said, how would we actually do this? And working with some folks, a team that I've worked with out of the AI for Impact class out of the Media Lab, Ramesh Rasker's class, a woman by the name of Beth Porter, who's one of the leaders with C10 Labs, a venture studio in Kendall Square, eventually convinced us that, you're going to go train people on how to do this. We were using a method to train AI that was basically more effective than what other people were seeing. And we're both believers in that it's important to grow jobs with these new technologies. And so we created the Kendall Project with an idea of using the knowledge we have to help people move forward with AI and not be afraid of it. And so that's what led us to working with Scrum.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, we put together a sort of a mission-driven organization that is really focused on helping people think through a framework to consider AI, which is obviously at this point the fastest moving technology from an innovation perspective that's ever existed by a long shot. It's not even close. So how do you stay centered within the context of that wild innovation ride that we're on right now, and think about something that's going to allow you to actually solve real problems in your company, create opportunity in your business, create ways to be able to grow your organization and grow jobs. And that's sort of where we started with this whole process from, and that sort of was sort of the birth of the Kendall Project.
Yeah, and I had the pleasure of meeting you and attending one of your workshops a couple of weeks ago, and that's what immediately struck a chord with me. Was we've been talking about AI in the Agile community for well over a year, and people were initially afraid of it, but now they're realizing, oh, there's real opportunity. And they hear stories about how people are using AI on their Scrum teams to do things like story point estimation and backlog refinement and prioritization, or even using AI to listen to a retrospective and give recommendations to the team about how to improve, but they don't really know how to do it. And here you are with the Kendall Project, and I believe your mission is to show people how to use AI to become more relevant in the workforce, to become better, more efficient workers. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And it's also, to help people inside the organizations who are going to be the leaders in there, make sure that whatever it is that they're focusing on, whether that's the Scrum backlog and prioritizing what's the most important thing to work on next and why, it's really about not only helping the employees become leaders with AI, but also helping the organizations make sure that they're focusing on things that are going to make a real impact and be the right things to focus on. Because, we've found after training 500 companies at this point, that people are struggling with AI because you can sort of do anything with it relatively well. Not maybe great, but relatively well. So where do you focus your energies, and how do you make sure that whatever it is that you decide to focus on is going to be extremely impactful for the organization?
Brendan, you want to add anything there?
Well, we absolutely believe that the agile community as a whole has a tremendous opportunity here with AI, and it's a thrill to be able to speak with and connect more with the agile community. And we say that because of the structured thinking and the structured approach that agile always already has. I got my Scrum Masters a decade ago. And while I haven't been using it on a daily basis, I believe in the overall philosophies, because at the end of the day, really what the Kendall framework is it's a structure that's based on lean manufacturing, design thinking, TQM, and really the greatest hits of process engineering of all time, including some agile philosophy. And we've used a lot of Ken Beck's user stories as a structure of a way to create prompting standardization and problem definition, and it appeals, and it has a broader appeal outside of just the Agile and Scrum community.
Yeah, and you showed us an example how using your framework, it was able to write code and get it functioning and looking pretty good is a great starting point. A lot faster than we could have if we did 10 or 20 different prompts. Is that right?
Well, it's astounding to know that less than 30% of first passes of use of AI, whether or not it's Perplexity, Anthropic, or ChatGPT, doesn't matter. Less than 30% of first passes come back with an accurate answer. And a lot of that has to do with human input. We believe the challenge with AI is not AI itself, it's actually human language. Human language has a lot of variation. And when you have that much variation in a complex process, your ability to get high quality output goes down dramatically if you continue to add variation into the process. So the Kendall framework is all about taking variation out of the process of using AI in order to get to high quality output on your first pass. And it does matter. First pass matters because of not just energy consumption and token usage, but because AI will drift and lead to the wrong answer if you don't give it the right context to start with.
Right. And that's where I think we're going to start in our talk on the 23rd. That context is king, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's the number one rule for the Kendall framework.
It's
So,
all about context.
yeah, it's all about context. So, as people decide whether they want to come to this presentation, what do you think they're going to take away from it? I know it's only an hour, but what do you think they're going to take away from it?
Well, I think, going back to the idea that Brendan was chatting about, AI is the operating system of AI is based on language, right? So therefore, you've got unlimited variability when you're interacting with it. And one of the things that I think we'll be going through with people is leaning into your concept there, Joe, that context is king. We're going to teach people how to actually take variable language, turn it into structured language so that humans can understand it and machines can understand it. That is a huge leap forward in terms of the kind of work that agile practitioners and scrum masters are working on a day-to-day basis, right? How do we make sure that we're taking problems and clearly defining them so we can move them forward effectively? And so that kind of work is sort of at the core of the Kendall framework, and is something that people certainly come away understanding a really structured and manageable and understandable process for doing that. And that helps accelerate the effectiveness of internal AI, both at a team level and at a personal level.
Sure, sure. So I'm really excited about having you guys join us. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And if people want to know more about the Kendall Project and know more about you and how the Kendall Project can help them, how would they get in touch with you?
Sure, that's easy. You can find us at kendallai.org. So KENDALLAI.org. And you can easily find either one of us on LinkedIn at the Kendall Project. And again, people will walk away from this talk with understanding how agile leaders can become the AI leaders inside of their organizations. And we strongly believe that the opportunity for agile leadership to grow because of AI is just tremendous.
100%.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And you can see Brendan and Kevin at our next Agile Boston monthly meetup, April 23rd from 12 noon to 1 p.m. It's available on Zoom. You can check us out on agileboston.org, or if you join our mailing list, you will get links on how to register for that presentation. And all of our presentations, of course, are free of charge. And that's why we're especially thankful to Brendan and Kevin for offering their great minds. And
Wait. We're doing this for free? Wait, what?
Hold on, free.
Did
he say free?
That can't be right.
We're happy to do this.
Well, how about a Starbucks gift card? Would that help?
Coffee always helps.
Mostly empty Starbucks gift cards. There might not be anything left on it yet.
Oh, that's true. All right, guys. Well, I can't wait to see you guys, and thank you again very, very much for your time. And we'll check you guys out very soon.
We look forward to it.